have you witnessed any occasions on which Ms. Heard wasn't nice to your brother?
Yeah, this one really stayed with me. But Johnny told Amber that I had just had a meeting with Dior and that, they were interested in him. She said, Dior, why would Dior want to do business with you? They're about class and they're about style, and you don't have style.
The latest court proceedings that questioned Johnny Depp have proven to be in favor of the Pirates of the Caribbean star. While the legal battle was already tilting in favor of Depp, the latest proceeding has reportedly put the final nail in the coffin for Amber Heard. After that point, Amber Heard reportedly discussed the effect one special witness had on her entire case against Johnny Depp. So, who is the witness? And why is Amber Heard failing to prove her allegations in the court of law? Is Johnny Depp on his way to securing a win? Let's find out all that and much more in this video. The defamation trial in Virginia between stars Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has turned into a passionate struggle over the facts of their relationship, with both sides accusing the other of domestic violence on many occasions in what was an undeniably difficult marriage. Lawyers have questioned witnesses in front of a 7-member jury in Fairfax County Circuit Court about the events of what has been described as a whirlwind romance that began on a movie set and quickly devolved into a constant stream of fights and physical altercations, the details of which vary widely depending on the account. Mr. Depp, 58, filed a defamation suit against Ms. Heard, 35, after she penned an op-ed for the Washington Post in which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. Ms. Heard then countersued Mr. Depp, alleging that he defamed her when his previous lawyer made remarks claiming her accusations of abuse were fake, after more than a year of legal warfare. Many of the claims being made in court have already been heard in a British lawsuit, in which Mr. Depp sued the Sun tabloid for running a headline calling him a wife-beater, which he lost. The trial, which began on April 12th with opening arguments, is slated to last 6 weeks. Why did Mr. Depp decide to sue Ms. Heard in the first place? Mr. Depp's case, which was filed in 2019, is based on Ms. Heard's 2018 op-ed titled, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Mr. Depp isn't mentioned by name in the op-ed, but Ms. Heard writes that she became a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse 2 years before the essay was published. Ms. Heard was given a temporary restraining order in 2016 after turning up to a California court with a battered face and claiming that Mr. Depp had thrown a phone at her face at close range in an application for the order. This is something the actor has categorically denied. Ms. Heard said in her application that Mr. Depp had been verbally and physically abusive to her during their relationship, including a recent episode in which he pulled her hair and aggressively forced her to the ground. In court documents, Mr. Depp claimed that this was a fabrication and that she was the one who hit him in the face that night. Ms. Heard's abuse charges, according to Mr. Depp's complaint, were an elaborate hoax that lost him his job and reputation. The actor's complaint stated, "Mr. Depp brings this defamation action to clear his name." So, what was the content of Ms. Heard's op-ed in the Washington Post? According to the op-ed, she began to face blowback to her career after becoming a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse. "Friends and advisors told me I would never again work as an actress, that I would be blacklisted," she wrote. "A movie I was attached to recast my role. I had just shot a 2-year campaign as the face of a global fashion brand, and the company dropped me." She also wrote that she had seen, in real time, how institutions protect men accused of abuse. Ms. Heard was named in the op-ed as an ambassador for the American Civil Liberties Union on women's rights, and she claimed in court filings that the ACLU recommended she writes the essay and submit it. Despite the fact that the trial has grown into a sweeping investigation into the couple's marriage, one of Ms. Heard's lawyers, Ben Rodenborn, attempted to persuade the jury in oral arguments that the case ultimately relies on one piece of paper. Ms. Heard is countersuing, claiming Mr. Depp had conspired with lawyers to attempt to destroy and defame Ms. Heard in the press. But why is it that Ms. Heard is suing Mr. Depp? Well, the list of allegations can get a little long. Ms. Heard's countersuit against Mr. Depp, filed in 2020, is also being considered by the jury. Mr. Depp is the target of Ms. Heard's defamation suit, but the words at issue were made by his former lawyer, Adam Waldman, who told the British newspaper The Daily Mail that the actress's claims were an absolute hoax. Mr. Depp allegedly authorized and conspired with Mr. Waldman, who was operating on his behalf to try to ruin and discredit Ms. Heard in the press, according to her lawsuit. Mr. Waldman, for those unaware, isn't one of the defendants. Now we are left with another important question. What exactly did Mr. Depp say in his testimony? Mr. Depp has previously stated that he never hit Ms. Heard or any other woman. Instead, he claimed that Ms. Heard was the aggressor in the relationship, frequently escalating into physical aggression with violent tirades and demeaning name-calling. In a courtroom setting, in Virginia's Fairfax County Circuit Court, a defamation trial between the recently married stars Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is presently proceeding. What you need to know about the case is as follows. The situation: Mr. Depp filed a defamation suit against Ms. Heard in an attempt to cleanse his name of claims of domestic abuse leveled against him, which he denies. Ms. Heard had filed a countersuit, alleging that Mr. Depp defamed her when his previous lawyer called his domestic abuse allegations a hoax. Op-ed by Ms. Heard. Ms. Heard authored an op-ed for the Washington Post in 2018, in which she portrayed herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse, prompting Mr. Depp to pursue the suit. Despite the fact that she did not identify her ex-husband, he and his lawyers contend that she was plainly alluding to their relationship. Their marriage is coming to an end. In 2017, just over a year after the couple married, Ms. Heard filed for divorce. After accusing the actor of striking her, she secured a temporary restraining order against him. She then abandoned her claim, and the couple mutually agreed to a $7 million divorce settlement in January 2017. An earlier example of defamation, the trial follows another action Mr. Depp filed in London in 2020 against The Sun tabloid, which published a headline in which he was referred to as a wife-beater. During that trial, a judge found overwhelming evidence that he had routinely abused Ms. Heard during their marriage. The allegations of domestic violence. Ms. Heard accused her ex-husband of abusing her for the first time in 2013, shortly after they started dating, and related additional occasions in which he slapped her, headbutted her, and slammed her to the ground in the 2020 trial. Mr. Depp has accused her of striking, kicking, and hurling items at him since then. It could begin with a slap. It could begin with a shove. It could begin with throwing a TV remote at my head, throwing a glass of wine in my face, said Mr. Depp. The actor detailed multiple encounters at the core of the dispute, including one in 2015 while the pair were filming the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean film in Australia. Mr. Depp said that Ms. Heard was enraged during a meeting with a lawyer about a prospective postnuptial agreement, and hurled a handle of vodka at his hand, gravely wounding his middle finger.
And then I looked down and realized that the tip of my finger had been severed.
The tip of my finger had been severed, and I was looking directly at my bones sticking out, he revealed during the testimony. Mr. Roddenborn presented Mr. Depp with text messages he sent to others in which he called Ms. Heard obscenities, including calling her a worthless hooker at the opening of his cross-examination on Thursday. So who else will be called to testify? Ms. Heard in particular. She is anticipated to offer a completely different picture of the connection, including what transpired in Australia, based on one of her lawyer's opening points. Mr. Depp took off Ms. Heard's nightgown and sexually abused her, according to the lawyer Elaine Charlson Breedhoft. And Ms. Heard has claimed in court filings that Mr. Depp hurt his fingers while shattering a phone into smithereens, while he struck her. Mr. Depp stated that he never sexually abused Ms. Heard throughout his testimony. Ms. Heard's attorneys have produced a long list of possible witnesses, including Elon Musk and James Franco. In the British case, Ms. Heard exchanged messages with Mr. Musk about her marriage that were cited as evidence. She testified that Mr. Franco observed bruises on her face after an altercation in question. Mr. Waldman, Anthony Romero, the executive director of the ACLU, and friends of Ms. Heard, who were present throughout critical moments in the case, are all prospective witnesses. Mr. Depp's lawyers have already called several witnesses, including Christy Dombrowski, the actor's sister who has acted as a personal manager, David Kipper, a physician who said he treated the actor for opioid addiction, and Laurel Anderson, the couple's marriage counselor, who said she saw mutual abuse in the relationship. What are your thoughts regarding the ongoing legal battle between Depp and Heard? More importantly, whose side are you on? Do share your thoughts in the comments below.